Actually, Nasty, you should probably talk about the character that's being used.
Okay, we get a different character for this
Yeah.
one. All right,
Yeah,
Kagura.
it's the fourth character which is unlockable after you defeat the puppet. Sorry, it's the stage 4 boss. So this character has four different firing modes, but the interesting one is Moon Cradle. That's the first firing mode. It's excellent for scoring. I think the world record for it is about 100k. The second one is I think it's a Dragon Blaze homage
Yeah.
because the firing pattern is it has a launchable shield which is exactly like the Dragon Launch in Dragon Blaze.
Oh, good. Yeah,
And the third firing mode is very simple to use, and if you're going for your first 1cc, it's the one that you would probably like to use, but it's impossible to score with.
Yeah.
So you don't get much score on that character. It's very bad for scoring.
Wait, when you say what do you mean when you say fighting mode? Are you referring to the different charge shots and stuff, or what fighting? What's the fighting modes?
It's this Kagura character.
Uh-huh.
You can there are four character. It's about the character name is Kagura, and she has different weapon systems you can switch through,
Oh,
and there
okay.
are four of them.
Oh, so it's just very different than from the other.
Yeah, it's like
character.
four characters and with the same name.
So the third
Oh,
one
okay,
is
gotcha. Cool.
the third one is very good for survival. The fourth one, it used to be, it is my favorite character in terms of flashiness because it's uber powerful and it has a reloading shot, so your shot actually runs out as you fire it. But then again, you have super powerful sub weapons. You can insta kill almost anything apart from bosses.
So can you switch to the fighting mode on the fly with no repercussion then?
No, you can't. You have to choose it before the run.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Oh,
And
that's so this is Groom Eater then, right?
yeah,
Is that what
this
that
is
means? Okay.
Kagura Moon Cradle Groom Eater. The weapon
Gotcha.
names are extremely long.
Yeah, they have
Gotcha.
two names for some reason to confuse us even more.
Okay, gotcha.
I'll try to explain the scoring mechanic used by this particular character. It's extremely simple. What you have to do is it has a main shot. You point blank everything.
Mm-hmm.
But the sub weapon is very difficult to use. It's when you hold down the sub weapon, a target shows up on screen. And when that mode is on, your character moves very slowly, and you can move the target around the screen, and you can place it on things.
Okay.
And they fire lasers, and the lasers attack. The laser does damage, and as Zarok pointed out, you want to hit multiple enemies together. So in some places, he'll be using that to hit multiple things together to give him extra points. And it's also great for grazing. You can launch it onto invincible enemies, and it keeps giving you spirits.
Okay. Does the character have like does the character does not have an invincibility charge then?
No, apart
Okay.
from bomb, no. It has a
Okay.
normal standard bomb, but you can't become invincible with this character
Right.
without
Okay.
using a bomb.
All right, cool. All right, are we ready to get into it then?
Yeah, I
ready.
think we should be good. I mean, it looks fine on the stream to me, so.
Okay.
Okay, so just whenever.
All right, cool. All right, 3, 2, 1, click.
There's just a
This
lot of
stage-
unchaining the masters here. Most of this stage, really. Most of the stage is just killing enemies. You don't really milk anything. Just trying to destroy all the parts of enemies. Or
Masters.
Yeah.
This stage is built like a score attack. So all you want to do is just get the best score in this stage. And you hardly get any extends in this stage. So if you're not really playing that level, you're probably gonna not be able to finish this one. It's actually harder than the main game, parts of it.
Yeah. Yeah, these extra stages are nice because the main game, the stages are sort of easy in general, but sort of gimmicky. And these extra ones have more harder bullet patterns and just
I see.
Tries to throw everything it's got at you, like actually kill you.
Gotcha.
And here he's trying to like destroy all the parts of the enemies before finishing them off. So we'll see.
The parts of the enemies are worth more than the core of the enemy. So you will have to take out the parts before you take out the core, or else you lose out on about 60 spirits per enemy.
Yeah.
And the music, just listen to the music of the stage.
I think he used a bomb there.
He used the sub-weapon. So he
Oh.
can aim the small reticle, the target reticle at things and cause extra damage and gain a little more points at the same time.
Yeah, it's like a aim shot at anywhere on the screen. Like he shoots the other side of these enemies here, so he can finish the other side off himself. It's pretty cool.
And the sub-weapon also launches directable missiles, but you can probably like aim at about a 75-degree angle from the main character.
Yeah, it's the characters are so different. It takes a
Yeah.
while to get used to.
Yeah, you do have to get used to it, huh? Jeez.
This character, it's more difficult to learn how to use, but once you get over that the learning stage, it's very easy to master in terms of scoring.
Yeah, and it actually does pretty good damage too, from what I tried. I tried playing this character a bit before this.
It does a little less damage than Xantel, but actually it does more damage than Minogame or Fossilmaiden or Deadlier. The other thing I want to point out is the enemy patterns, the wave of enemies, they are synced to the music. So at certain, when the music changes, the backgrounds change and different waves start appearing.
Cool.
Oh yeah, and this whole stage is timed again, so it's like a caravan stage. Yeah, there's like 5 of those in this game, this is one of them. So that's why he's speed killing the enemies really fast.
Okay. Bullet cancels.
He's actually bombing on the top portion of the screen because he doesn't want to destroy the enemies accidentally.
Oh.
Yeah, aren't there like enemies spawning in the middle of the screen here all
Yeah.
the time? So it's like spawn killing them? Yeah. Sort of
He's
weird.
when they actually come down for a little while, they're invincible, but they still actually rise in spirit if you're hitting them with the main shot. So it's worth more to be on top and kill them than be at the bottom and kill them.
Oh, I see. So it's like, that's in some cave games too, where you can shoot enemies off screen. I didn't know that.
Hey, you recharge the bombs really quickly, I noticed.
Yeah.
You can the character you can hit if your soul level is at 5. You can actually shoot off 4 bombs because he's using a different auto bomb setting, which affects the way you use bombs. He's using the adept mode, so there is no auto bomb. And instead of a full gauge into 1 bomb, you get 2 bombs out of the 5 level soul.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, and those little S items you charge your bomb to, dropping a lot right in.
So what he did here is he speed killed the boss, and he just sat on top of it, milking the enemy that it spawns.
Jeez. It's overwhelming, man. Wow. Interesting.
I can get about 10k spirits off this one, but he's super optimized his run, so he gets a lot 10 more spirits than I do.
Yeah, that's actually a recent record. Like, the game isn't very popular even in Japan, but that that replay is from like 6 months ago, 8 months ago.
I see. All right.
So
well,
it's pretty optimized, yeah.
All right. Let's I guess get the next video ready. Get the last one. Cool. Cool.
Oh, okay.
So now this is character Fossilmaiden.
Yeah.
Okay. And what do you want to talk about this character then? I guess.
Yeah, I can. This is the one I played that I got the Western record with. Her specialty is that she can shoot in any direction. Like you can shoot any direction out of all the 8 directions.
Okay.
And you have a sword and like a normal shot, and also like a field sub weapon that shoots all the enemies inside a circle. And that's pretty much it. But yeah, what it'll be using here is mostly the sword. It's a pretty strong thing that just stays on the screen and damages enemies a lot. But it also has like it shoots a yellow flame in the opposite direction you're facing, which you can use to milk enemies. That's her main way to increase the point values.
Okay.
And in this stage there are a lot of safe spots and stuff, and there's a lot of extents at the end, so the scoring looks sort of weird, but it should be fun.
To add, I actually show how the menu looks for the game, the start of the game after you have reached the final TLB. So it's pretty impressive the way it's been set up, the menu.
Yeah, you can unlock different backgrounds and stuff. It's pretty cool.
Whenever you guys are ready, I gotta run it. So.
All right.
Yeah, ready.
All right. Cool. I'll do the countdown then.
Okay.
3, 2, 1, click.
Cool.
Okay.
Oh yeah, and I think in this replay it's called hit spark is on. It's an option in the game. You can see those little sparks flying around whenever you hit something. So that is on.
It's an option, or is it just for a
it's
look?
an optional visual effect.
Oh, okay.
I'd recommend turning it off because you can't. It makes it harder to see things.
That's nice, you know, if the game's not flashy enough already for you.
Yeah. I mean, here you'd want to see the hitbox of your yellow flame instead of the sparks. But yeah, you just sit in a safe spot here. And
Oh, okay. Yeah, it is kind of covering the yellow flame, isn't it?
yeah, and Fossilmaiden she actually has 2 bombs. You can do this, what she just did there by just tapping the button a little. You'll just stay invulnerable, but you won't damage anything, so it's just used for scoring.
For grazing.
Yeah. But the reason I like this character a lot is because you can shoot in any direction, so your routes through the levels are very flexible. You can attack enemies from any direction or increase their values from anywhere. And oh yeah, she has a bullet cancelling laser that uses all the main weapon gauge. This is pretty nice.
Oh, okay. All right. I guess which attack is which in terms of some of those are charge attacks, right?
Oh, the sword is main shot and sub weapon at the same time. Actually, she doesn't have any charge attacks. She just has the laser, which empties your gauge.
Alright. We going in circles. Is that legit? Legit technique there.
Yeah, you can do funny things like that because you have the yellow flame at the other side, increasing the values. Then you kill them when they move to the other side, so you can just dance around like.
I see. Okay.
And in this stage, you can't really bounce off enemies. You can pass straight through them.
Oh yeah, that's true. And this stage is pretty trippy. Should have given an epilepsy warning before. Before the whole episode, I guess.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this whole game needs a epilepsy warning.
Yep.
That's the main
Wherever
shot
did you
you
put?
see, and
Thanks for that note.
Just doing my job.
Actually, this is pretty tricky. She actually put the sub-weapon field shot there on the top, but it activates your aura, and this pattern is actually harder because of the aura, because it slows down the bullets. It's pretty annoying. Like, he almost gets hit there.
Oh, yeah. Gotcha. Damn, man. Someone's got to put a cap on this.
It's over soon.
oh, by the way, I should mention these extra stages is virtual reality inside Garland, in which you travel inside to retrieve the cat.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that at all.
And you actually get the I think you meet Amber at the end. And if you see there are text scrolling on the background of the stage,
Yeah.
they mean nothing.
Oh. Means nothing.
Random English quotes. They're so
Okay.
cool.
I actually tried to pause the video and try to read them
Yeah.
when I downloaded it, and I started realizing that they mean nothing at all. It's just random gibberish.
Just text for the fun of it. Alright.
Yeah, it's funny that the developer, like, he seems to have decent English, but he actually, like, does English on purpose. He, like,
Yeah. That's the thing.
pretty fun.
They just do it on purpose.
Yeah. And here's the most important, like, scoring thing. You get a ton of hearts here. You'll get a lot of immortality bonuses, but this is really hard, so it's pretty annoying playing with this stage for score, because if you screw up here, you're gonna have to try again.
Dang, it's pretty busy, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeesh. Ooh, wow. That was... what am I seeing? Exactly. I
Yeah.
don't even know. Does anybody seeing bullets?
See bullets. at
Yeah,
least.
exactly.
Okay, if you look on the top left-hand corner of the screen where it says quantity and voltage,
Yeah.
no one has any clue what that does, by the way.
Oh, one of the counters is the spirit it gives you when it dies. It's the top one.
Quantity. And the
yeah.
voltage counter.
Holy fuck. Arrive on the edge. Well, that's the end of the replays.
Wow.
Hey.
All right, yeah, Kevin, if you just want to get back to the title card and you can just play some random footage from one of the replays while we wrap it up. That'll work out. All right, well, yeah, so that was all the replays. Cool. Well, wow. Pretty, seems like a pretty neat game. Seems like the kind of the lesson of the kind of the gameplay is that the different characters they vary pretty greatly, so you can play it in a variety of ways that are kind of like games upon their own as far as the different characters go. But it just seems like there's a lot of flexibility in terms of how you play it too, and kind of a lot of experimentation it seems as well.
Yeah, definitely.
But I guess since these were world record replays, you could probably take some knowledge from these as far as how they play, as far as scoring effectively. So thankfully we have that because a lot of people it seems like a lot the main impression of the game is not really sure what's going on, but you just kind of do stuff to see if it works, and we know that it does work if the spirit meter is gaining rapidly. That means you're doing it right for the most part, it seems. And the other thing I do like about it is that you have all the different attacks, sub-weapon charges, and all these things. It kind of reminds, talk about Radiant Silver Gun. It also reminds me of Pink Sweets or like something like that a bit, where you like a lot of the bullet patterns, like, or some of the bosses and stuff, like you kind of need to know like what they're doing, but at the same time it's like effective usage of the various weapons, which gets you through the game. So seems like, yeah, just using all your abilities really comes into play. When you do it right, it seems like you're using pretty much all of the things. And yeah. We saw that. That's how you get the most spirits too, is when you're hitting stuff with like various like attacks, and then you're being up close, so you're getting the melee aura stuff going on, and then when you're doing all that at once, you're just getting tons of spirits. So does that kind of sum it up a little bit?
Yeah, that summed it up really well. I'm surprised you figured out the game that much. Watching these replays.
Success. Alright, cool.
The
Great.
thing is, you can hear it, but a lot of it's just having hands-on knowledge. So I mean, once you start playing it, everything will click in place, and it's like, oh, I get it now.
Yeah,
And that's the best thing.
Yeah, it really seemed like at first it was like, what the hell is going on? But yeah, it seems like one of those games too where you really have to kind of get used to kind of know what the hell you're seeing, because it's like you kind of got to identify all the different parts and how they all fit together, as far as like different bullets and the different, because like at first it was like really trying to identify what was the bomb, what was the invincibility charge up, what was the level 1 sub-weapon charge, what was what was the shot, and all that stuff. But yeah, once you kind of know what's going on, it does flow quite a bit better, and it seems like you kind of get in the groove after that point or something like that. Maybe.
Yeah.
I haven't played it yet myself, but I'm
I guess
trying it out after this.
Yeah, I guess like at first it has a pretty big difficulty curve, just learning things. But
Yeah.
once you learn the basic stuff, it's just like any other shmup. You can try different routes through the levels and stuff like that, experiment.
Yeah, so it seems like it's it's a really deep game, and you can take it pretty slow at first, and kind of the more you play it, you might kind of figure out things here and there. Like, do you like when you guys are playing the game? When you do each run, do they tend to go better each time, or does it sometimes go like worse than it did before, and you're not sure why? Like, how do you know how do you know exactly when things are starting to click? I guess is it just like when you see the spirits kind of filling up a lot, and then that's kind of like to do it each section as you go through it?
I
think,
check my. I always check my individual stage scores after each
Okay, the
one
individual
when I was
stage
playing
scores.
it for first score.
Cool.
And like when I was really like going full shmup, I guess in the last few weeks, I was pretty consistent. I kept getting better, so it's nice.
Cool.
But it took a long time to get that good. I guess that applies for any shmup though. Really.
Well, it is a long game too, so
Yeah.
it's a lot to remember, I guess.
Yeah.
It took me about 1.5 years to 1cc it,
Oh wow.
and about till about stage 6. That took me 1 year. 1 year, 3 months or something. And once I got through stage 6, it was about 2-3 months constant practice. I got through the entire game, and the extra levels took about another 2 weeks or so. And the game has a tendency to sometimes ruin your run completely, and it's very hard to do back-to-back runs because of the length of the game. So, but generally what you will see is as you keep playing it, you'll be getting to the later stages faster, and the most important progress meter is how far you can delay the shine of the feather.
Yeah, I agree with that. That's like the first thing you should look at. And
I'd
I'd recommend just practicing the hardest bosses if you're playing for 1cc, because like the Apostles of the Seed, the stage 6 boss is very hard, for example. You shouldn't just give up because you game over there. You should just practice the boss.
Oh, so they got a practice mode, and you can select bosses and stuff like that?
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can select bosses or
Okay, good.
whole stages.
Oh,
so
good.
very nice.
Yeah, it seems like
You
it'd
can
be
also
really
select
handy.
the rank you want to play at.
Cool.
And about the characters, what I would say is try all of them. but stick with one that actually suits your playstyle.
Yeah, that seems kind of like what the thing is here. Let's pick one, yeah, that you feel good with. Or maybe pick one that's like the most fun to you, too, I guess, yeah. As far as the different things they can do. Cool.
You can actually, even with like any character you choose, there is a survival way of playing it where you probably be abusing bombs and invincibility all the time.
Yeah.
But with the same character, if you want to score, there is a extremely different style of play altogether for it.
Okay.
The thing about I like about the scoring system is it combines so many things. So it really like combines a lot of aspects of the game. Like for example, kills play a part, and point blanking, playing aggressively. Like once you start playing for score, it feels like you're sort of playing the game the right way.
Right. Yeah, it
that
kind of seems
applies
that way
to-
because if you can just like bomb pretty much pick a ship that can recharge bombs pretty much all the time. Like it probably wouldn't be that fun because you'd just be bombing the whole time. So. And then I guess bombs really. It sounds like they tend to not really play into score really at all. Besides for letting you except for letting you get like close to enemies, it seems. Maybe that's the best way. But yeah, it's like using all the abilities. That's when it really starts to work out, and you're playing. Yeah, when you're playing the game right. Cool.
It's kind of cool that the game manages to integrate like most of its features into actual scoring, whereas a lot of games it's like there's one thing that is really that's the overwhelming system that pertains to scoring, whereas this game actually was designed so that all of the parts kind of come together to make it a whole.
But to still keep it sort of simple, there's only a couple things you really need to care about though. If you're
Yeah,
playing
it's
for
not
score.
super crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, it
So
is
it's-
super crazy, but it's not. It's not that super crazy.
It's sort of
Yeah.
approachable, I guess.
And you can get past the seizures. It's totally fine. Cool.
Wow. Well, yeah. I think we summed it up, I guess. If anyone in the chat has any last questions, you could chime them in there. But otherwise, we'll pretty much wrap it up. I think we've pretty much talked about everything. I guess got some of the story parts in there and everything. But, man, now all that's left is for people to play it.
We probably covered about like 20% of the game though.
Oh yeah, well, I guess with the one character. I mean, yeah, with the different characters, you just you have a whole different type of game. So I mean,
Yeah, but the
I
fun,
guess if you want that kind of replayability, this is a game to play as well.
it seems like a very deep game.
yeah, and half
Oh
the
yeah,
fun
I
is
forgot
figuring
to
stuff
say
out
that.
yourself.
Yeah, I forgot to. Like, there was a translation team who only like a year ago translated the game to English. So, thanks to them certainly for
It was the
making an English patch
Gensokyo
for
org.
this. Yeah, you can continue.
Yeah, Gensokyo
sorry.
org. They used to translate Toho games, and they wanted to do something different from Toho, and they chose this game to translate because it was so cryptic.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah, that's nice that people translated it. Actually, someone cared about it enough.
Yeah, I guess Moth Cow in chat was the modder for the translation. So
Yeah.
cool.
All right. Well, yeah, I think this will do it for the episode.
right.
Yeah.
Oh,
Thanks, guys,
more
for coming
thing.
on. Oh, sure. Go ahead.
Did we mention where to get this game?
No, we didn't.
All right, we might want to put up some links because there are a couple stores you can buy it from. I mean,
Okay. Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah.
Even I think Rancor has it on his store, SK Tokyo.
Okay, cool. Yeah, definitely. Well, I'll have to provide some links. You guys have to give me those. I'll put them in the YouTube description. Once I post this video. Whoa. Kind of breathing in mic there. All right.
Cool.
So yeah. So when was this game made? Like 2000 or 2010? You said.
2007
2010 it was.
released.
Or
Okay, 2007.
Oh, okay. Nice. So, I guess would you say most computers nowadays would be able to run it?
Yeah, definitely. I have a computer from 2006, a low-end
Okay.
one, and it runs it pretty well.
All right, cool.
Even mine actually is about 2006 and runs it at full speed.
That's good. That's good. Nice, nice. All right, right on. Well, yeah, thanks a lot, guys. Nasty Wolverine, Zarok, and Noah for talking about this game. Really helpful to have all you guys on here to, kind of demystify the game, I guess, is what we're trying to do. And I don't know, I feel like I kind of understand it now. So I think if people watch this video, they'll be able to come in playing the game with kind of a heads up, I guess, on it. So that's pretty neat. And and Kevin, thanks for taking on doing the streaming for today.
Yeah, no problem. Just let me know if you ever need anything again. Of course, it was, the first shot, so there's always a few glitches, but I think everything is sorted for future streams now, so yeah, this was great. Cool, thanks.
Yep, seems like you did a good job for your first time, so yeah, thanks a lot for coming on that, because I know I wouldn't have, if I would have done this on my setup, it probably would have looked crappy with all the different effects and stuff. So.
Yeah, thanks so
you
much,
gotta
Kevin.
have HD.
GDR.
No problem.
We hope to see you on more episodes too, if you're.
Yeah, totally, and also with awesome game replays. If you guys ever do Tetris the Grandmaster, I'm totally down for that. So
Yeah, we'd love to do that.
yeah,
Man.
it's actually cool. We have a streaming setup here now in Seattle. We have a Northwest STG and NWSTG.com. We have like a cab with capture and stuff. So
Gosh, all right,
always
we'll
cool.
put it on. We'll put it on the. I got Mike Hager out here, so
yeah, cool.
yeah, full on. We'll do it.
All
I
right.
guess one that I guess I did forget to mention the player of the extra stages. I never mentioned their names. Extra stage 1 replay we looked at was by fufufu, and the extra stage 2 was YK. I guess they're all Japanese players.
I feel like I've seen that fufufu guy on like some Xbox Live leaderboards or something for some shmups. I don't know what games, but I feel like I've seen that name. I just be a bit like, haha, oh, that's funny or something. But yeah, cool.
Fufufu. It's the Japanese version of Kikiki. All right, cool. Then also I'll mention real quick here. Episode 30. This is a secret announcement. Is going to be on Flying Shark. That's right. So
man.
there you go.
Flying Shark, aka Sky Shark.
Yeah, Flying Shark, baby. All right, thanks, guys, and we out. So yeah, say goodbye, and
Yeah, thanks guys for coming on in commentary. I think without you guys, this episode wouldn't have happened because I've not played it, and I don't think Aquas has either.
yeah,
so
it was
thank
all
for
you
coming
guys. So word.
on. Yeah.
Cool.
Thanks
Word
a
up.
lot.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, thanks for having us on the show.
Yeah, we'd love to have you guys back. So send me or Aquas, what other games you'd like to do. So yeah.